Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
And off we go from Denver. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
Able to push his way through. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, 69 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just still just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a little floater there is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. He may try and run for this. He's got a first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
Jackson on the keeper.
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Tomlinson. Yards there and a first down.
The tackle by Jelani Tavai.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run Tomlinson. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
Can't do that.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Tomlinson. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play. An automatic Morton Anderson does it again, knocks another one through the posts. I have to be careful because it's almost boring, you know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think believe, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, but it'll be second down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
It's 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
We
remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And now Edelman. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Julian Edelman there to make the grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Anderson on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson, and the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a... Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That was complete to Tomlinson. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And the Chargers.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. Quickly run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a timeout taken.
A gain of 9.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And it's 3rd and short.
Morton Anderson on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The Hall of Famer's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
Chargers 20, Broncos nothing.
So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. His guys have a 3-touchdown lead as we're about ready to go into the second half. And to get you through it, we give it back to Brandon God.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for... quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Julian Edelman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. And that stretches the lead to 27. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver Denver's offense ready to go again. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get it turned it on us too.
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go play action now. Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
By the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 25-yard.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
3-yard line.
So out come the Chargers. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. On play action, it's Breeze. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, L.A.
Number 87.
McCaffrey, 33 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Anderson on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
25-yard line.
This is Mostert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on now, let's make it happen.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down.
They run with LT. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 39-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. A little drama there at the end.